It's in the game.
From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Straight ahead, a rematch from Super Bowl 57, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-six TD. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip.
Makes the score Eagles 7, Chiefs nothing. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. A little juke. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it.
It's caught inside the 25. And a big play there for KC. 57 yards.
57 yards. That's good.
Hey, 57,
Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
On first and 10, here's Pacheco. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. This second and 4. Now Patrick going to change the play. Pacheco gets it again on second down. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On third down, it's Pacheco. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
Kansas City Chiefs.
They'll run here with Pacheco. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Extra point by Butker is on target, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. the 25 to the 27. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Hurts. Forced out to his left. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 46. Hurts sets up to throw it. Flushed out right. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
And that's a loss of 7 on the 1st down play.
Those big ends don't really care what the play call is. Big pass, RPO, handoff, whatever. Their job, get behind the line of scrimmage every play and run down whoever has the ball. Mission accomplished there.
These two teams all tied after one. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. They go play action with Hurts. Rolling to his right. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Here's Hurts to throw. And they stop him short of the 1st as he can only get to the 20. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. They'll look to throw. On the move to his left. That is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Devontae Smith on the receiving end from Jalen Hurts. And the Eagles take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal.
The kick is good.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass.
Fighting through. He's got space. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs.
Pacheco gets it up the gut. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Credit Zadarius Smith, able to get through and make that tackle for a loss. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Now Mahomes. He's got his target. That's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 24-yard line.
It's a gain of 28 yards. That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Mahomes going to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Pacheco. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. They'll roll him out right. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. And this throw will be intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Final shot before the half for Mahomes. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Second half begins with a run from Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And this is going to be an Eagles first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the first half, but a good start to the third quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments. You just dial into your game plan a little bit better, and maybe they're starting to make some headway.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, 61 yards. And the Eagles go up by 2 touchdowns. He's tough to contain as it is, but in man coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play you've got to consider he might try and run past you. So your goal as a defensive back is to give him plenty of cushion, meaning lots of space between you and him. If he wants to catch the short stuff, come up and secure the tackle, hit him a bunch during the game, and try and keep him in front. But if you turn your head for a second, if your concentration wanes, he just takes off and goes. And I think that's what we just saw there.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there.
No gain on the play.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And they'll find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Here's Pacheco once again. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 43 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. The handoff now for Pacheco. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Now here's Mahomes. This will be caught by Brown. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Another Kansas City Chiefs. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
On the handoff, it's Pacheco. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. And he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further.
Chiefs 15.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
He was brought down by Drew Tranquil.
Second down, here's Barkley again. And he will maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And that's also all for this third quarter of play. We're back now in KC. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. They'll drop to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but it works in clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
A loss of a yard on the play. And it's third down.
Play action. Here's Hurts. He'll buy some time right. And this one is incomplete.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Hey, let's go. Trimmer.
He'll look to throw. It's caught. Smith. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we got a one-score game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They'll set up a throw. This is caught. It's Brown. And that should do it. He's got a first down. And the Eagles, they can run it out from here.
First down, Philadelphia.
Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Every yard they gain, getting them better and better field position, and obviously a field goal makes this a 2-score contest. That's really all they need.
And that means for your play caller, he's not looking to the attack portion of his sheet, right? He's looking for, okay, what do we have that's going to keep us in a good spot? No lost yardage plays. Let's kick a field goal and go up 2 scores. If we score a touchdown, great. But that's not what you're really playing for.
It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So a big kick coming now for Jake Elliott. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, you know, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Their own 22-yard line.
Here's first and 10. Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Here comes second down. Mahomes. And this one too low.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical third down here. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be